What horse would you think of first if I were to ask you about legendary trotters? Maybe you'd say, oh, Homicide Hunter, or a horse like Ready Cash, or even an Aussie, oh, Pure Steel. But if you were to ask this question from Finnish harness racing folk, the name you'll hear most is Isla J. Brave. Also dubbed as the Iron Gelding, Isla J. Brave is known as the top one earner among Finnish-born standardbreds. And the part that makes it even more crazy is that he still maintains this title even after 23 years of last competing. This is the story of the beloved Finnish gelding Isla J. Brave. Born in 1988, out of Choctaw Brave by Las Lura, this horse was of pure American blood. This was huge in Finland in the 80s, and having a fully American blooded horse was sought over. The colt would be sold off to its lifetime owner at 10 months old. He had been unweaned from his mother until then, and was reasonably upset being all alone in the new environment. But in no time, he would start settling down, being able to field with the other foals at the barn. Once the colt aged, they started noticing him acting up. Biting and even kicking was nothing out of the ordinary for him, and while his trainer admitted that Isla could have made a decent stud, they made the ultimate decision to geld him. When he turned 2, they started putting more effort into making Isla a racehorse. When they trained him together with the others, they already knew there was something different about him. 1991 rolled around, and Isla was ready to strike the tracks. He qualified the 22nd of March at Kaustinen, winning the race in 1:22 flat. He would go on to win the next 2 of his starts, owning the title of the favorite. His first year of racing already looked promising. Out of his 13 starts, he only placed out of the top 3 times. He would continue racing all the way into his 6-year-old season before coming across his first stakes race. He would go on to win both the St. Lager Drive and the Malia Drive in 1994. By the time he jumped into 1995, he already had 120,000 euros lifetime, which was pretty huge for only having competed inside of Finland. In 1995, Isla would show his strengths in multiple bigger stakes races. He would go on to win the Vasabladet Sprinter, Sur Hollola Drive, Top of Europe Trot, and held his title in the Malia Drive. He proved himself better in every race. His trainer Klemola commented on his horse. He would make it to 1998 with absolutely no issues, winning more higher grade races like St. Michel and Finlandia Drive. His trainers decided to send him to compete in Solanget, Sweden, but tragedy would strike, as during the race he would injure a muscle in his hind end. The gracilis muscle eventually snapped after too much pressure was applied. He finished 9th in that race. The gelding would go on hiatus, his trainers awaiting a green light from the vets to begin training again. But the gelding would show resilience, gaining his nickname of Iron Gelding as he returned to the tracks a mere 5 months later, winning as the heavy favorite. He started competing like usual again, having intense care going for him in the background to keep him healthy. He would continue to place and win all the way until 2001, when he would be announced retired at the Kuopio's Harness Racing Gala. The gelding would be introduced into the Stable of Stars, which is an honorary gallery of the harness racing's greats. All in total, he raced 231 times, winning 104 of those races, and 60 other placings. He earned at least some money in every race he went to, only 20 of those resulting in no money. That is 8.66%. Is that not absolutely maniacal? Not only would he go on to challenge the greatest horses in Finland, he would go on to win almost every single one of them, even after having a muscle snapped in half. Sadly, in 2006, 5 years after his retirement started, he would peacefully pass away at the age of 18 due to complications with his hind end. This marks the end to the story of the Iron Gelding of Finland. Thank you so much for watching. If you want more videos like this one, be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Comment down below about horses you want me to dive into the next time you see me. I will see you then. Bye bye.